Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another home decor DIY tutorial. This is going to be a home sewing tutorial. So a couple of years back, I did make a video on how to make a starlit cushion. The biggest mistake that I did was that I didn't separate the cushion from the cover. And so in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make a star cushion, and then I'm also going to show you how to make a cover for the cushion. Being a mom to a toddler and 2 cats, you definitely need a lot of removable cushions and items so that you can constantly wash stuff. So first up, we are going to talk about the pattern. I did upload the patterns in the description box for you guys to print out. There is a total of 3 patterns. It's going to be the cushion pattern, the front cover pattern, and then the back cover pattern. The first thing I'm going to do here is I am starting on the cushion first, and it's also like the easiest pattern. I just take the cushion pattern, which is pattern number 1, and I pop it onto some old bed sheets that I have. I just wanted to use it up, and I place it on fold, and I cut out 2 of these. I open it up and then I face them right sides together and I sew all the way around, leaving a small 2-inch gap so that I can fill it up. So when it comes to filling up my cushions, I tend to not buy polyfill anymore just because it can be so expensive. And second of all, if you reuse other things in your home, it can be a little bit more environmentally friendly. Here I have an old cushion I don't really use, so I'm just going to open it up and I'm just going to use the polyfill in there. Sometimes I would use my scrap fabrics to fill up my cushions. You can also use old clothes that you don't wear anymore, and you can cut those into strips or little squares and just fill up cushion as well. Either way, it's going to go inside of something, so you really don't have to worry about looking at it. Fill up the star is to fill up all of the corners and then use kind of like knitting needle or a pencil or something sharp to kind of just push them so that it really gives it a point, and then you'll fill in the middle part of the star. There, the 2-inch gap that was left open, just go ahead and hand sew that. You could do a blind stitch, you can just stitch right on top of it. It doesn't matter because it's a cushion, it's going inside of a cover anyways. Next up is the cover, and that is where pattern number 2 comes in. It is also technically pattern number 1 as well, if you want to save paper and not print out pattern 1 twice. What I do is I just place it on this really pretty faux suede brown fabric, and I place it on fold and I just cut it out, and that will be the front of the pattern. And now I am going to cut out pattern 3, and pattern 3 is going to be mirror images of each other, and the main difference is that there is a 2-inch overlap. This way you can overlap it and create an envelope to stick the cushion in. You'll see what I'm talking about here. Okay, so for the back pattern, make sure that you cut mirror images of each other because it's going to be the right side and the left side of the star. What I do is the center back, I am going to fold in 1/4 inch, and I'm just going to top stitch that right down. I take the front cover and I am going to have the right side facing me, and then I'm going to take the 2 back piece and I'm going to place it and match it right onto the front cover. It's pretty simple at this point. I just sew all the way around the star with a 1/4 inch seam allowance, and then I just flip it inside out, and then I make sure to really sharpen out all the corners. Another extra detail that I decided to do here is I am going to top stitch the cover with a 1/4 inch seam. I feel like this little extra bit here, it kind of sets it aside from just a regular star cushion. I take the cushion and I slip it into the cover, and the envelope part would overlap and it will just hide the cushion, and it's really cute. Now if you want, you can also sew on a button in the middle where the envelope flap is so that it doesn't look like it is exploding. Sometimes we can overfill the cushions a little bit, and so the envelope part kind of looks like it's spilling out. If you want, what you can do is flip it over and have a really cute button showing, and so that would be the side that is on display. This is how it fits all into my living room. I kind of have like a desert theme that I'm going with, a very Bohemian desert vibe. So there's different ways to play with the way this looks. Never actually lived in the desert before, so it's kind of weird that this is going to be in my color palette, but I don't know, I just feel really drawn to a sand and sunset color, so who knows. You can see here there is that little 1-inch flat detail. It's very simple, but I think it makes the cushion pop out, and it gives it more of a luxury feel as far as throw pillows goes. And there it is. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Like, comment, subscribe, or not. I just figured that a star cushion is going to go really well with everyone who's decorating for Christmas, and even you can gift these to the people that is in your family as well. One last note, I do love making a lot of my own DIYs, but it is a cost-benefit analysis for me every single time I partake in a project. For example, this sofa cover, I was able to get it on sale for like $11 a couple of weeks ago. For the fabric to make this sofa cover was easily going to cost me $40 to $50 plus the time on top of that. So I kind of made the decision to just buy it instead of making it. So with that said, I have started sharing my Trello board to a lot of you guys on Instagram and on Facebook. If you guys don't know what Trello is, it's pretty much a list making app. It is essentially free for everyone on iOS and also on Android. I'm not sponsored by Trello. I've just been using them when they first started. So what I do is every single holiday, I tend to make a list of items that I've been keeping an eye on, and during the holidays is when I really scour for deals and coupons. And lately, I haven't been buying a lot of stuff for myself. I'm not much of a consumer these days, but you know, when it comes to the holidays, I do love to buy gifts for friends and families, and that stuff can really add up. And I do know that this year has been interesting for a lot of us, to say the least. And I know we are more budget conscious than we have ever been, and so I wanted to share my Trello board with you guys. This is where I post any deals on Amazon that I find, along with like special coupons that you can use. A lot of them are like 50 to even 60% off on some items, so definitely check it out. I am going to give a full disclaimer that some of the links in my Trello board are going to be affiliate links, so just know that I do get a kickback, which is a really small percentage, and it really helps me out because it adds to my funds to buy craft supplies. So there's a link to my Trello board if you want to follow it. You don't actually have to set up an account. You can just lurk it if you want to and just see what kind of deals I have uploaded that day or that week, and I do separate them out into weeks. I'm not too sure if I'm going to be keeping up with the lists after the holidays, because naturally I would tend to stop shopping after the holidays as well. Maybe if there's a demand, then I might continue it, who knows. I just know that currently right now a lot of us are struggling and on a budget, and at the same time we still want to have a sense of warmth and family and celebration, and so if we could do on a budget, like why not? And I figured, you know, I don't buy half of these stuff anyways. I just browse and I come across them, and I just figure I'd put them on a list for you guys. And so yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!